Sup, my name is Ryu. Welcome to Guide to Side against Bujin. If you're having trouble with Bujin or you're just fearful of them, this upcoming format, don't take it the wrong way. I am too, because the TCG format favors them, the OCG really doesn't. It's kind of a mix. But if you're one of those players that are having lots of issues under pro with them, if they're popping up, this video is perfect for you. We're going to go over every single side deck card, the best of them, that you can use to stop their shenanigans. We're going to start with deck lockdown. They always constantly add stuff. They don't really special summon, but they need that. If you can get deck lockdown like straight off, it will shut them down for quite a bit. Keep the Yamatos off the board, you're done. It's simple as that. But deck lockdown just poops on them. This is probably my favorite right now to use. There's only one card it doesn't hit, which is fine. You can use Mind Drain with it. It's Light Imprisoning Mirror. Basically negate all light monster effects on the field or in the graveyard. You can read it right there if you make your screen like, you hit the little box on the YouTube video player. It'll make it full screen. You can actually read it while I'm talking. But there you go. It just straight out negates Yamato. The only thing it doesn't, it negates a turtle. It negates the, I call it a rhino. But it doesn't negate, it negates the snake, but it doesn't negate the other one, the crane. It doesn't negate crane. Pretty sure it doesn't, because it comes from the hand, hence why. DD Crow, if you want to get like old school, you can run DD Crow. I don't really advise it, but I had to mention it anyway. It's pretty good. Subpar, but pretty good. Mind Drain, this one, like I said, for the crane, just primarily for the crane. If that's the one thing giving you issues, or if they're randomly dropping Maxi or Effect Veiler, run this in the side deck along with the Light Imprisoning. Done deal. Soul Drain. I know it's limited to one, but still, run it with the Light Imprisoning, and it's like four cards just to poop on them. It's just in case they're giving you that much trouble. Mind Crush, call Crane, call Yamato, off the Tenki search for the Yamato. Suzano, I forgot his actual name, TCG or OCG. He's like the blue one that looks like Yamato. I can't remember his name. They call it, take it out of the hand, then deal, because they search a lot. Kaiku, again, you want to get old school or you just want to banish two out. They can't use the turtle. They can't use the snake. They can't use the rhino when Kaiku's up, because you have to banish them to actually use them. So this will poop on. The only thing is, though, that Yamato has the 1800 and can double his attack, hence why I don't really care too much for Kaiku, but I had to mention it anyway. Thunder King, limited again, stops their searches, can go par to par with the Yamato. It not they're not gonna really special on you, so you don't have to worry about that. But Thunder King's good side. Abyss Dweller, if you can set 5 summon this, you can slow them down quite a bit. Just watch out for the Yamato's attack. This is more for like Mermills if they could pull it off. I'm not even sure if they can. It's a hell of a lot harder for them now. But regardless, Abyss Dweller definitely, but it's only going to give you like 2 stops. I still had to mention it though. Mistake, this one comes out of Shadow Specters, and I know a lot of you can't read Japanese, so I'll read it off in English. Neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. Basically, it's a chainable Thunder King Rhino. And that's kind of bullshit. Definitely. But in the OCG, we have 3 of these and 2 Thunder Kings. In TCG, all you have is 1 Thunder King and 3 mistakes. Well, I prefer Light Imprisoning Mirror, but this also works really nicely if they're getting a bear or something, along those lines. Imperial Iron Wool, they can't banish your stuff out, which basically means that they can't use the Rhino. We've been through this past couple of minutes. You can't use the Rhino, the turtle, the snake. So definitely one that you should consider. Necro Valley just shuts down the graveyard. Gravekeeper is going to be great this format because they're a slow-paced deck. They could play through huge back row. Their monsters give them pluses, and Necro Valley just shuts everything in the world down. End of Anubis, if you're a Monarch player, this is definitely one. Basically, while this card is face up on the field, all effects of spell, trap, and monster effects that target a card in the graveyard or activate in the graveyard are negated. Basically, he's a soul drain. And he's pretty much an old card, but pretty much every Monarch player should have him in his side deck because this card will save your buttocks left and right. This is one that people don't mention. Big Burn, you can activate this card when your opponent activates a card that targets a monster in the graveyard. Remove light all monsters in both players' graveyard. Now, the way this one works is that they have to target the turtle for banishment. You play the Big Burn, and everything goes in their graveyard. And basically, it just means that every resource they had to stop your plays to get rid of Yamato or whatever they have on board will be pooped on now. This is also one because they only mostly play lights. You declare one attribute and banish 2 targets from the graveyards, and you remove from play. This is chainable, so it's really nice too. This has to be my new favorite synchro. Thank you, Yugi514. Armored Days Keeper Boundaries. If you're running Blackwings or Dragoony or something along those lines, this guy needs to be in your extra deck to go against Bujin because he'll just attack. They can't activate Crane, and then if you have something like Lighting Prison, not Lighting Prison, I'm sorry, because he's light. If you have something like Deck Lockdown or something along those lines, it's gonna be GG. You know, there's like 20 that I just mentioned, so pick one of those and you'll be fine. Like Iron Imperial Wall, then you'll be pretty much fine. Or Mistake, so that way, you know what? Armored Days, Mistake, Iron Imperial Wall, GG. We're done. You lose. But I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you like what you saw and this video was informative to you, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, just leave a comment down below. And next month will probably be vampires because I'm going against all the actual like decks that people are playing a lot on Dev Pro, and Blackwings will sooner or later be covered. But I will see you next video.